Hello, guys and gals, and welcome to Software Inc. I'm Buddy1927, and today we are restarting because I had some issues with the last update that happened yesterday. For some reason, it caused a glitch in the program, and I had to uninstall and reinstall the update, and now everything's working fine. So we are going to start over again in this series. We are changing the name of the series. It's going to be called Buddy1927 Software Inc. And we are going to start from scratch. So let's go ahead. 180, 340. Okay, I downloaded some new software. And start off at this is what our normal software is, and I've added a couple new buildings. This one starts you off at a cost of $180 a month. And let's go ahead and use that. This is a starting building called Alpha 11. It's designed for this, so we'll go ahead and start off with that. I have not used it yet, so I haven't even seen what it looks like. Okay, that looks pretty good. That's what I want to start off with. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 areas to start off with. So it looks like we start off right there, and we even have a light. I guess this is where yep, that's where we start. So let's go ahead and we'll just click on that, and we'll put there's no windows in here. Oh no, there is one window in there. Okay, we'll put one table there. We'll put another table there. We'll put a computer here, and we'll put our espresso machine here. We'll put a chair there. Okay, we're gonna need a bookcase, so let's put a bookcase and get this oriented against the wall right there. We're gonna need a clock, so let's put a clock right there, and let's put a painting in there, give them something to look at. So we'll put a painting right there, and I tell you what, let's put, I don't know if we can do that. Yeah, we'll put, nope, can't do that, because, or does it? Staff blocking the door. Staff unable to. Why are you unable to? Ah, that's why. Now let's try that over again. Okay. Computer. And then chair. Okay, and we'll just move this because evidently that's blocking the door, right? So let's just move that over to that corner. Okay. Now we got a plant, we got everything in here. Go to the next day, and let's pick some software to go ahead and start going with. Income, let's pick these 3. Okay, what I want to do is build a war chest. So once we get to a point to where we can actually pay the rent, pay all our bills, and have extra money building in our account. So we need to start getting a lot of income coming in. So what my plan is, just curiosity what the rent is. Oh no, what's the rent on that? That's another 180. Okay. Oh, wasn't paying attention. Develop. Okay. So what my plan is to go ahead and get this up and running and get everything going. He's out for the day, so let's bring him back in. Okay, only one met the thing, but that's because I screwed up on my iterations. But he should be able to pass and be outstanding. Oh yeah, there is one thing I want to do. Let me go ahead and pause that for a second. And I forgot to do this at the beginning. What I want to do is change my core time in and time out. I want him to come in at 7 o'clock in the morning, and I want him to leave at 5 o'clock in the morning, at 5 o'clock in the evening, which is 1700 hours. So let's go ahead and get him back going. What this does, it gives him 2 extra hours a day to work on programs. I found if he works 10-hour days, he doesn't get sleepy. If he works over 10 hours, he stops and just falls asleep until it's time to go home. So I found that to be the perfect situation for him. And what we are going to do, basically what I want to do is have at least $1 million in the bank and $500,000. I'm sorry, I screwed that up. Let's get these 3. Okay, let's start this over again. Okay, what I want to do is get $1 million in bonds up in here. So it's gaining interest and I'm making a lot of money off of the bonds. Unfortunately, the money I have in bonds doesn't pay my, oops, I screwed that one up. Doesn't pay my rent or anything like that. So what I'm going to do, I want $1 million in bonds gaining interest. And I'm looking at, yeah, let me go ahead and send that out to review to the client. Reiterate, yeah, there we go. And what I want to do is have at least $500,000 in pocket. Okay, this is my in-pocket money, and that's where my bills are paid. Okay, yeah, skip. So that's where my bills are paid out of. It's not paid out of my bonds. It's actually paid out of my it's paid out of my pocket money. So I at least want $500,000, $500,000. So that way, bills are being paid, and it's not too bad. Let's finish this day, and I'll show you the finances. What I'm talking about by bills. As soon as this day's over with. Oh, we still got a lot of time here. Promoted. So that these 2 bugs are being worked on. And if I didn't screw up this one, we'll get one or 2 bugs fixed out of that. Okay, we got no bugs fixed out of that one, but we got 4 out of that one and 4 bugs out of that one. Okay, let's pause. We got a new item. What the new item is, it should be the chairs and ball. Yep, I played this enough now. Now I know what's going on. So let's get rid of this chair, and we'll get the new chair that just came in and use that. That will help him with his ergonomic. Okay, it's good. Comfort is 100%. Environment's 100%. Durability. Okay. So what we want to do, and let's close this. Let's bring your finances up, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. First, let's move this. Let's move this over to here and this over to here. So we got side by side. And what I'm talking about by finance, you got bonds, and here are your bonds. You put money into here. So once I get $100,000, I put $100,000 in here, and it will start gaining interest. Stocks. Click this top one is stocks, and you invest in what company you want to invest in. Say you want to invest, you can go ahead and invest in that company and put in how much money you want to invest in that company. I don't do stock. I do bonds because it's a set percent of income. It might go up, it might go down a little bit, but it's actually steady. It's a steady rate, a steady percent. So I want this gaining interest. So I want to make my interest, and my bills right now are right here. I got electricity of $20 a month, food $120 a month, rent is $180, and 8 cents on my water bill. So that gives me a total rent of my total bills of $320. So what I want to do is have at least double that. So I'm making my rent here in interest plus another month's rent. So I'm making 2 months at a minimum of 2 months rent in interest down here. When I'm working on the project, this still will be, I'm still gaining money, and I'm paying my bills out of here. If I have $500,000, I should have enough because my bills are only $320 a month, because I'm not paying anybody else. It's just going to be me. So if I add an employee, that goes into this bill, which is salaries. Every time I hire a maid, a maintenance person, and a IT guy to come in and repair, that's staff that's staff I've hired, and they come in and they charge a certain amount of rate for how long they're there. So what I want to do, about every 6 months, I'm going to need all three, maintenance, IT, and cleaning, to come in so my stuff is done. So I want to make sure that's also covered so I still make money. My bottom line, I'm still green here. Now this line here is your insurance. You can do it in thirds. So you got a third here, and what this will, it covers half of your, if you get robbed, it'll cover half your cost to replace your item, and it costs $94 a month. If I do 3/4, it pays 75% of the cost and $186. This will pay 100% of the cost, but it's going to cost me $282 a month. So I'm going to accept that for right now, and we'll go ahead and close this, and we'll advance to the next day. I'm not working on anything right now. Now you can see my cost has gone up from $320 to $602, because I got the insurance that's going to, I don't have any out of pocket every time I get robbed. It will replace all my items that were stolen, and I have no out of pocket money, which is good. So my total bill is going to be $602. So I'm going to need at least $1,204 in interest in my bonds. So that's what I'm doing here. So let's go ahead and keep him earning money. Let's see, let's do network, and let's do these three and accept, and we'll fast forward. Now when I'm playing the game, I want him to do at least 2 iterations on the program before I advance it to development. I found that every time I do 2 iterations at the beginning of the game, that I always get an outstanding performance. Every time I get an outstanding performance, that increases my business rep. You start off with 1 star, and you can see this little green. If you can see it, that means my reputation is actually growing. So this will be green, will show me that it's growing, and once it's solid, once this one becomes a solid black like this one, that means I have a 2-star rating, and so on and so on up to a 6-star rating. So I want to build my reputation, because this helps with contracts. Once we start getting into development, where we start developing software programs and such, I find that you can actually, what I'm looking for, I find that you can actually make more money, and you need to build your reputation with the consumer. So every time you come out with a new software, stuff like that, if you got a good reputation with the consumer, you're going to make more money. You're going to have more consumers buying your products and stuff like that. So you will always want to take a look at your reputation and see what the consumer are saying about it. And we'll get into that in episode 3, because episode 2 is going to be developing our own program. So I got a lot of work to do. So what I'm going to do now is pause the video and bring you back when I have sufficient amount of money in bonds, and we're working on getting sufficient amount of in bonds and stuff like that. So I'll bring you back when I have the money that I'm talking about and explain further. Okay guys, we are back. Let me show you what I got so far. I got over $1 million bonds. I got another 300,000 that won't be available until 1991. It is now November 91. It is now December 1990, but I got over $1 million. I'm at 100%. I've gotten robbed 5 times while doing this, and I'm at 100% recovery on my insurance. So let's take a look at the finances. Our bills are $648 a month. We got content insurance, electric, food, rent, and water. As you can see, the prices right here. So that gives us a total of $648. right now we're making $2,210 a month in interest. So we are more than double the rent, and that's what I wanted. I want to be more than double. We got $545 and $305. And the reason why I'm stopping here, and I want to show you all something. As you can see, we were a 1-star. This was actually red one because I screwed up, and this turned red, so I had to regain this star, and I've gained 2 more stars, and I'm starting on my 4th star. Every time this increases when you're doing contracts, we'll bring up the contracts. You got game assets, and you got your basics right there. And as you can see, it starts going up in prices. So and the time goes up. So this is 2 months at 40,000. This is 3 months at 54,000. This is 4 months at 93,000. This is a logic one that is 4 months at 134. So we'll go ahead and accept that. And I want to show you a little secret I found out. Because I found out when I was doing the higher contracts like this, I kept on getting inadequate and glitchy. And that would bring down my stars. And I couldn't figure out why. Then I started losing contracts, the higher contracts. And I couldn't figure out why. But I found out a little trick. So let's go ahead and accept this, and I'll show you something. Okay, this is a systems, I call this a systems program. It runs systems, 2D, and network. So I'm on minimum of two full iterations on this. So I'm going to bring him in, and we got this month and 4 other months. So we got some time. I'm going to speed him up a lot faster. So I want 2 full iterations. We haven't even finished one yet because it takes a little bit more to do. Okay, we're on the second one right now. But he's not going to, even though we are working 10 hours a day, he's not going to finish that. So what I want to do is go ahead, go to the next day, and I want to go ahead and finish that. And once that is promoted, okay, it's finished. Now we start working on the contract. See this blue line? That's the minimum requirement that the customer wants us to make for the program. But I want to do something else. So let's slow this down for a second. I got to bring in maintenance, IT, and we'll bring in cleaning. Let's just speed them up a little bit. So we'll have maintenance come in, fix everything, IT come in, and every time you have IT coming in, and I do this basically, I try to do this every 6 months, and I forgot I was supposed to do this before I started this up. But maintenance will come in, fix anything mechanical. IT will come in and actually debug your system to make the system run faster again, because your system slows down as you work, just like your regular computer. This computer will slow down, and IT will fix it, will defrag it, and make it run faster. So I want that. So let's go ahead and skip to the next day, and we're going to go fast forward. And once we reach, this green reaches this blue line, and you can see I got 2D programming, 2D art, got system programming, and network programming. Actually, network design. But once I reach, okay, I got 2 full months, so I got 1 month now. And once I reach this blue line, and what I do is I go ahead and hit review. Let me slow things. I'll wait until that's done, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Once we're going now, the client has reviewed the program. Overall, it's a 6.2 out of 10. Okay, reviewed accuracy is 100%, and we got a 1.1% of bugs. It's a 6.9 in art. The customer's happy. It's a 7.3 in 2D, a 7 in systems, and a 3.7. So they're not happy with the network. So what I'm going to do is irradiate. Let's speed it up a little bit. And once it's done, you see it starts over. It fixes everything that we have, and we start here. So speed him back up. And we should surpass, oh, no, we didn't. So I'll skip to the next day. And I want to get to at least 80%. Okay, we passed the minimum. So, and we radiate that one complaint that the customer was having about the network while we improved everything. Every time you irradiate a program, it improves the program. So now we've only reached, let's pause. We've only reached 63%, and 84% on the art. It's due today. It's due this month. So we'll go ahead and promote it and finish it. But we got outstanding. If I was at the same program, I would have got either glitchy or unsatisfactory. But because I did that irradiation, it actually improved the software. I listened to my customer. I improved what they wanted to improve. Even though I didn't get it all 100% done, I did improve it, and I did meet the qualifications, so I got outstanding. So the store has actually grown. We have $653,739 in our pocket. We have over $1 million in bonds. We got access to $1 million that we can withdraw if we need to. We got $300,000 that we can't touch until November 1991. So what we are going to do next is we are going to start developing a program. And we are going to do that in episode 2. So if you're new to my channel, hit that subscribe button and bell. That way you know when the latest videos that I do come along. And do me a favor, hit that like button. Every like I get helps my videos be seen a little bit more, which helps grow my channel so I can reach 1,000 subscribers mark and also get 4,000 hours in a year, which means that means I can start monetizing and start having income coming in from this. I'm on disability and I'm on a very, very fixed income, so I need to make some money, and I got new programs next year I want to buy. I want to buy Farming Simulator 21. Any upgrades to Software Inc. or City Skylines, I want to be able to upgrade those programs and bring them to you. So that way I can start, the money I make from this, I can upgrade my equipment, upgrade a new recorder, editor, and stuff like that. So that's what I want to be able to do, is improve the videos that I do. And the only way I can do that is if I start having income coming in from YouTube. So make sure you tell your friends to subscribe. And as always, have fun playing your games. Be safe out there in the world, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.